Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends. Now there are different characteristics of interpersonal skills when we talk about. So there are different forms of characteristics what interpersonal skills play a major role in our day-to-day life. Let's see what we need to understand as characteristics of these interpersonal skills. We communicate a lot of things throughout our lives, but researchers have found out and they've made a study that communication have identified a few common characteristics. So let's see what are they. For one, interpersonal communication involves independent individuals. So this is one part of the characteristics that we're talking about is individual independently. Okay, this may seem obvious, but really what it means is that each person have their own motivations, expectations, and interpretations of communication. Every person is different. Every person has its level of understanding. Every person has different level of understanding. I might not understand a particular thing the way my mother does, or my mother would not understand a particular understanding the way my sister does. So every individual is different, and every individual have its own form of understanding, own forms of motivation, own forms of expectation. So this is one major characteristic of interpersonal skills, where interpersonally how I feel as an individual is very important. That helps us to understand that every person is different and every person's viewpoints are different, and that's the reason it doubles our work to understand this also, that we need to act differently with different people. The other major fundamental characteristic of interpersonal communication is that it's inherently rational. So which means, in short, to be understood. So it it shows that whatever we communicate, however we communicate it, so in short it means to be understood, that whatever we communicate, however we communicate it, we do so because we are all intelligent beings capable of expressions and communicating our thoughts and feelings. So we are each individuals with different feelings, different expectations, expressions, communication, and that makes us intelligent among ourselves to understand how capable are we to do this at our best. And when we communicate, we do so because we expect something to do with our communication. So every communication has an aim. Every communication has some idea or thought process that why is a certain thing communicated this way, or why is it even communicated. So suppose if I am doing this video, I have a goal in mind, I have an aim in mind. I am thinking that my voice or my knowledge or my skills should reach to another lakhs and millions and crores of people, for them to get into a better person in all the walks of life. And that's my aim and my goal, why I think I'm doing this video for you. So this is my aim for communicating, and it has to be communicated in such a way that it makes a difference to masses of people. The same way, inherent rationally means that making difference of your communication, understanding each one's capability and capacity, and then making a difference of why a certain thing is communicated. This is one more characteristics of interpersonal skills. So how interpersonal communication can quickly become an interesting field of study. That is what this next characteristics will help you, and in fact create an urge of learning or studying certain interpersonal skills. Why is what we'll see. Beyond the facts that human communicate rationally, okay, researchers also characterize communication as being inescapable. Now this is third characteristic, that it is not escapable, whether you like it or not, whether you practice or not, whether you want it or not. But yes, communication interpersonally is something which is not escapable. You cannot escape it. What this means is that you always communicate, always presenting information about yourself and interpreting information from other people. This is an ongoing process, whether we like it or not. We are doing that every day subconsciously, right? But by saying something, you are communicating. Anything you say, it is communication. But by refusing to say something, you also communicate something. So if you're saying, definitely you're communicating, but even if you're not saying, you're still communicating. So it is not escapable. If I say no, I do not want to do this video, I am still communicating. So this is something very important that we need to understand, that if there is something that we cannot escape, we better improve. So that's one major thing, friends, why I feel that there is a huge scope of improvement. There's something that is unescapable, something that is so intangible, and that will definitely help us to become a better person, rather than just to find an escape and run away, which is not possible. Let's see the next characteristics of interpersonal skills. Now, communication is constant, as we all know, definitely, but it also involves personal choice. This is the last characteristics of interpersonal skills, that it has personal choice. So every person has a choice. That's the fourth main characteristic of interpersonal communication. You can choose how you communicate information because you are a rational individual. See that the characteristics are all connected. You can choose how to communicate information because you yourself is a rational communicator, rational person. Now, this is something very important. Someone who doesn't want it willingly, or someone who doesn't want to do certain things willingly. Suppose if I do not want to willingly shoot a video, I will never do it. Or what will happen is I'll put a wrong message because it's anyway unescapable. So I might not do certain things, but still I would communicate my negative behavior to many people, even by not communicating. So this is something completely of my personal choice. When I think it's my personal choice to put up my views in front of so many people and so many viewers, that's where I put in my communication more effectively. That's exactly what we see, that now since we know all the characteristics, all are connected to each other. So they are all like a process, they're all like a process of communication, they're all like a process of interpersonal skills. So even one characteristics, if we are not understanding well, that means we lack in a real understanding of interpersonal skills. So friends, these were certain characteristics which I think you must read a little more on them. You will find on internet, you'll have books which say interpersonal skills. I'll definitely give you a lot of references of different books which say what are interpersonal skills and how better can you get into this in my other coming videos or upcoming videos or the other videos. But then yes, you need to understand what are the characteristics to focus and to understand what's interpersonal skills. And I hope that it will make a lot of difference in your understanding of interpersonal skills. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned to Ikeda and keep subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much.